Hello everybody, this is a fashion show of academic di lusso and we are going to have the interview of the headmaster. Ciao Pietro, come va?
Ciao, tutto bene? Ni hao.
Good, your Chinese is good, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, just ni hao, ma.
First I want to say congratulations to you because the fashion show is very successful, very amazing. So I want to make you some questions and first one is, how do you know about Chinese designers and how do you like them?
Actually I know a little bit about Chinese young designer and China because we already, Accademia del Lusso has an office located in Shanghai and we opened that office to recruit students from China and to bring them here in Milan to develop their skills because they are very innovative students and their mind is very creative but they need to learn how to express this kind of creativity. So this is why we opened 3 years ago an office there, and it's not a school because we have to recruit students there and bring here because here in Milan they can learn. We can give the top quality teachers and teaching.
Project, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then the second aim of this office in Shanghai is to find we call a placement office. So students from China, but also from Milan, from all over the world, they can come here, study here, get the skills, and then they have the possibility to start to work in Shanghai, in Milan, in London, and now we are going to open another kind of office in New York. So this is the project that we have for the Chinese, but also for the international students.
Okay, another question is that what do you think is the most valuable things that this school have brought to students?
Yeah, I think it's this one. So that this school is very small school. It's not very. I mean, it's a good school, a good brand, but the classrooms, for example, classrooms are a very small classroom. So here there is a limited seat. Every year, for each course that starts on November, we can collect only 12 students. Yeah, only 12. So we have to do selection from the request of the enrollment. We do selection, we do interview, and then we give the possibility to be enrolled in this school. So this school is very small. So the total number of students for the long course, I mean the post-diploma, so 3 years, and masters is 140 students. Only that, only here in Milan. And then, of course, we have a lot of professional courses that is free. They are free. There's not limited seats.
Okay. We know that there's more and more young designers want to join in the fashion industry, and more young people want to learn about fashion, learn about art and design. Do you have any suggestions to them?
The suggestion is to be curious. To travel a lot. You can see the difference between the many style of fashion, of a state of mind also, and of course it's a good school to travel a lot, to discover other kind of fashion style. So this is my suggestion for the young Chinese students.
Okay, it's our great pleasure to have the interview of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you
very much.
Thank you. This is the director of fashion show. I will go in to make an interview of her. So ciao, Barbara. And first I want to say congratulations to you because this fashion show is really amazing and really successful.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
That's such a great thing to hear from you.
Yeah, and we know that the name of this fashion show is unique, right?
Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, and we want to know what do you want to express most through this name?
Okay, unique. I know. The thing is, all the concept is based on changes, on multifunctionality. So it's a nonsense title. But I wanted to give this name first because I think that each garment is a unique creation and it expresses exactly the unicity of my students. So unique in this sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think are the most highlights of this fashion show? Because there are so many amazing things, actually.
Well, actually, I've been working with my students, 28 students, which are spread a bit around the world because we have students from Belgrade, and I do love all of them. Of course, I do. Some are my favorites, but I think they all deserve my respect. So I think they ended up to be great on the catwalk. Yeah. Well, personally, for example, I did love the trench coat that was transformed into a skirt, which was very clever. But even the very first outfit with the bag, the huge bag transforming into a skirt, that was very clever as well and amazing. But I would mention all of them.
Good. And another question, maybe it's a little bit special. Okay. How do you think about Chinese design and how do you like it?
Okay, well, I've been to China recently, so I've noticed, a couple of weeks 2 months ago, so I've noticed that you are really growing a lot. The thing is, probably you are starting to travel a lot and you are changing your visions about fashion. So I'm sure in a couple of years you'll have big names. I mean, and we have students in our school, for example, they are very talented guys. So I'm sure we will hear more and more about Chinese designers. Even in our fashion week, you are already catwalking here, showcasing here. It will become huger, I'm sure. Yeah.
And as a director, as a very important person in this fashion show and in this school, what do you think you brought the most valuable things to students? What is most valuable thing?
Well, I think I just gave them a new vision of fashion instead of thinking of fashion just of, amazing things, okay, beautiful garments, but thinking of garments who had multiple functionalities. I really compared them to design, to think about the design, which is one of the most important things for me today. And students have to use their brains. They are very talented, they can do that. So it was challenging, it was my challenge, and in a way they really grew a lot.
Yeah, and we know that there is more and more young people that's interested in fashion and design. Yeah. Do you have any suggestions to them?
Well, first of all, you have to be very humble and be very patient, work really hard. I mean, I've been working with my students day. I know they've been working night because I have a family, so I couldn't work with them night. But you have to work very hard. Don't expect to be successful all of a sudden, and don't get depressed if you don't get successful all of a sudden. Okay.
It's our great pleasure to have the interview of you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.